with you.
I didn't ask your opinion on it. You jumped into it.
But
I don't care.
How old were you when you first started hustling?
I wasn't hustling, man. I was a school guy, man. Going to
Do you like
He
to
can't save you, right? In the real world. That guy right there. He can't save you in the real world.
Wake the fuk up. And you too damn old, Adam, to be running.
From letting an interviewer know his place, to another playing dumb, to threatening a disrespectful one, these are the times rappers outsmarted disrespectful interviewers. And starting off, we've got Kodak Black, and then Ebro was out of pocket from the jump. Asking about cases and charges like this was Law and Order instead of Hot 97.
Yo, man, first of all, I gotta be honest, I was skeptical on doing this interview. I saw your other interviews where you was wearing like a ski mask and all that, and I was like, I'm not really interested in talking to this. But I gotta say, I looked at your rap sheet, I looked at your weed charges, smoking weed in front of your kid on the gram, and different things you've been going through. And I know it's sensitive, but how you feel?
Now, Kodak kept his cool because let's be honest, this is definitely not how to start an interview, and I'm sure this is not how to continue it at that point too, especially when you know the rapper has a pending case.
And listen, I've been in and out since a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you the first time?
14.
Yeah. When you look at all the stuff that you got on your rap sheet, right? Everything that you've been charged with, how much do you take accountability for? How much was it your circumstances, right? Because a lot of things happen with people where they come from.
I mean, shit, when you look at me, you won't even, think. Cause I be walking around smiling like, fuck it.
I see you laughing.
You always. That's
laughing.
the view we always see is smiling and laughing.
Yo, so, ain't nothing worse than death, you know what I'm talking about? And I can already accept that.
Seeing that all his slick baits aren't working, Ebro immediately asked about Kodak's music and fans.
Now when Bodak Yellow blew up, because that's what, 2-3 years later.
Yeah.
Bodak Yellow blew up 3 years later, and you own parts of that record too, right?
Of course.
If you don't know Ebro, then you should know that at this moment, he is just trying to get Kodak's guards down so he can set the rapper up with them little gotcha questions. This time, Kodak's pending sexual assault case.
Look, man, at this point, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Looking at all your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive. And with respect to, everybody involved in that case, we can't get into details today. But, we take sexual assault here serious. And we can't, get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, this is a serious topic and we're hearing these stories a lot.
Like, bro, are you trying to interview him or get him indicted? Now, you can tell this was all Ebro because Peter Rosenberg immediately tries to ease the tense room with a conspiracy question for Kodak.
One thing we were talking about on the show today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about is the idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy. Kodak, do you believe that our moon landing in 1969 actually took place?
What the fuck y'all talking about?
Well, Ebro kept poking and Kodak hit him with the Uno reverse. Either switch up the topic or he's out.
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes when niggas like be going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, change the subject. I'm finna walk.
Ebro called Kodak's bluff and the rapper stood on his word.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like,
well, they tried to change the subject. They was talking about the moon landing.
That's bullshit too. So talk about something else.
Well, I was saying, I think...
We don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm going. Say less.
Well, that's a bummer.
I don't know. You won't tell me what to talk about on my show.
Ebro thought he could play chess with Kodak, but the rapper came with the checkmate. Kanye West, another rapper to walk out of an interview after an interviewer tried to be slick, is Kanye West. Not surprising, right? I mean, Kanye has said and done some wild stuff, but when Tim Pool tried to play him on his podcast, Yes snapped right back. Back in 2022, he pulled up on Tim Pool's podcast, talking about how he was blackballed by the industry and that he was a victim of the Jews,
freedom of speech. And that's what makes me the only American that we know that really deserves to run the country. Because everyone else, your boy DeSantis, Trump, whoever they raised in a petri dish over on the Democrat side is going.
Now, whether you agree with Ye or not, you can't cut the man off mid-sentence, especially when you are not about to make the conversation all about yourself. Well, not one to be disrespected. Kanye shut that down real quick.
Like,
here's what I was trying to get to. You went right into the anti-Semite thing. I think it's something that should be talked about. But if you start bringing this up, you're going to ask my opinion on it. I'm going to disagree with you.
I didn't ask your opinion on it. You jumped into it.
But
I don't care about your opinion. I like your opinion on how we win an election, but I don't care about anybody's opinion, bro. They tried to put me in jail. They blocked $2 billion.
Kanye went on about the Jews trying to ruin him and everything he has built.
Be used, and right now it's like you're not gonna take if we can't, you're not gonna take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's gonna denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every time I'm just holding stride, and it's like I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed it.
He just went on a rant saying these people did this to me, and Tim Cool avoided acknowledging them. And this did nothing but piss Kanye off.
Yeah,
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who is they though? We can't say who they is, can we?
Press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone.
Pee Wee Long Way. Y'all knew this list wasn't complete without Vlad. DJ Vlad is basically the FBI in a fitted cap. Dude got rappers incriminating themselves on camera like it's a talent show. But Pee Wee Longway, he wasn't going for it. So, back in 2017, DJ Vlad sat rapper Pee Wee Longway down on the Vlad couch.
All right, here we go. Pee Wee Longway, welcome to Vlad TV.
Hey man, what's happening, Vlad?
I mean, we got one of the hottest dudes in Atlanta right now. Congrats on everything.
It is what it is.
Now, when Vlad wants to be slick, he would try to get his guests comfortable. And that's what he did when he started praising the rapper about taking music seriously.
Like, it doesn't sound like you just jumped into it and you just bullshit. It sounds like you really have been taking it seriously for a while.
I mean, shit, I have been putting my all into it since people started taking a liking into it. But, I did just start. You know what I'm saying? I am fresh to it.
I mean, you've been, 4 or 5 years, rapping?
Yeah. Strong.
Sounds like it's been longer, man. Congrats.
Later on, he was asking about the rapper's upbringing. But if you know Vlad, these are all set up questions for his real question, which was?
When I look at your music, when I listen to your music and I look at your album covers and stuff like that, I'm seeing a lot of blue. The color blue seems to be very prominent.
It's a nice color, my boy. It's a nice color. It ain't nothing like
Now, I assume there's a Crip thing going on?
Nah, just a nice color.
Just a nice color?
Yeah.
No cripping going on?
No, nothing.
Pee Wee wasn't about to give anything away, not even when Vlad wanted to know if he ever hustled.
Growing up in that type of environment, a lot of people start to hustle early. Like, how old were you when you first started hustling?
I wasn't hustling, man. I was a school guy, man. Going to school, handling my business, man,
You 100% legal? You were good?
Yeah.
Doing everything by the book?
Doing it by the book, man.
Pee Wee was down to playing dumb all through, and Vlad even had to confess this dude might be my toughest interview.
Okay. And that's the way to answer those types of questions. People get mad at me for asking, but then people answer how they gonna answer. You know what I mean? So when I get that type of answer, I respect that type of answer.
Right.
And for all the future rappers out there, y'all don't have to answer my questions. Y'all can answer it like Pee Wee Longway, saying that, I ain't affiliated with none of that shit. I don't do none of that shit. I'm just a rapper.
Right.
I respect that. That's what's up.
Every time Vlad asked him some slick question like, what's MPA? Pee-wee was dodging them questions like he was Neo in the Matrix.
Now, are you the founder of MPA?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And MPA stands for?
What it stand for? MPA.
All right. Well, I'm gonna butt in here because
Google.
Now, MPA actually stands for money, pounds, and ammunition. But Pee-wee wasn't about to give nothing away. So, money, power, and ammunition it is.
Yes, sir.
So money, power, and ammunition. I like it.
It is what it is. They talk about the music.
Even when Vlad was fishing for confessions on his whole crew, the rapper was playing chess.
How many people are in MPA?
A lot of them, man. It's more than 10.
Can you break them down?
It's a lot of them, man. It's a lot, man. I don't want a piece.
Now, so far, Vlad's been slick with his question, and now he was frustrated and decided to ask a more obvious, incriminating question.
I was watching a Noisy special with Vice. And there was one part in particular that everyone was talking about. And that was when you came out the car and a pint of lean broke on a cop's.
Now, it was clear Vlad wanted a mugshot because admitting to pouring lean on a cop is definitely a criminal offense. Vlad knew it, and Pee-wee knew it too.
Now, what the hell you got going on? We on Vlad TV, man. We talking about Vlad, man. Next time I ride around with you, man, I'm seeing out that one pop out the car when I'm jump out the car with you, man. See, let me see
Well, you even wrote a song about it.
Well, Pee-wee has been playing dumb since, and he wasn't about to admit to nothing.
You think you did?
What song that was?
It was on Mr. Blue Benjamin. You said busting a whole pint on their feet.
Lyric.
Maybe?
Nah,
maybe
not, man. We don't know how that shit go. You know, it probably happened.
Maybe not. I like it.
Maybe he did.
I like it. Yeah, maybe that white dude that was interviewing y'all.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Maybe the cop, it was his lean and he just dropped it while he was drinking it. It's not. Okay, I see. Well, I'm glad you cleared it up, man, because I think Noisy trying to paint a bad picture of you.
Yeah, man, that date, it wedding name shit. We don't know who it is. Question mark, who bottle is it?
Whose bottle was it? Now,
Lil Wayne. Anyone remember Lil Wayne's disposition video? When the lawyer thought he could bait the rapper?
Clearly, Lil Wayne answers to no one.
Is that an interview that you actually gave with Katie Couric?
Is that an interview that I actually gave with Katie Couric?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Hey, well, that's not the question.
What's his name?
Pete Ross.
Huh?
Pete Ross.
Pete Ross. Yes, that's a stupid ass question. You just saw me on there giving an interview with her.
This was in 2012 when Tunichi was suing Quincy Jones III for using his music in the 2009 Wayne documentary, Thaw Carter. During the deposition, the lawyer asked Wayne an obvious question, asking him if he had performed at the Virgin Mobile Music Fest. But the rapper didn't give him the answer he wanted.
Did you perform at the Virgin Mobile Music Fest in 2008 with Kanye West?
I don't know, but I know I did perform at this badass bitch birthday party recently. She was crazy.
The whole deposition was just dumb answers for dumb questions because Lil Wayne wasn't about to let some lawyer corner him with dumb questions.
Yes. Have you ever hired a photographer to photograph an event?
Have I ever hired a photographer to photograph an event? Sorry, sir, no, I'm a superstar. People hire them themselves to photograph me. We don't hire them.
At this point in his career, Lil Wayne had been in the game too long. His brain was already moving smoother than his flow, and this lawyer wasn't about to set him up.
Do you recall that any criminal actions were pending against you at the end of 2008?
I don't recall any.
Do you recall being at all concerned about any criminal actions that may have been pending against you at the end of 2008?
I don't recall.
Do you recall that in the summer of 2007, you were arrested in New York City following a performance at the Beacon Theater?
The whole interview was just Tunechi flipping the script on the lawyer. Like this time when the lawyer asked him how he would describe his image in the media.
How would you describe your image in the media?
How would I describe my image in the media?
Yes.
I wouldn't describe it.
Well, how would you describe it if you had to?
I don't have to.
Well, what image are you portraying in the media?
I don't portray anything. I am who I am, and you guys portray what you get.
Well, who are you? Who is the real?
I am Dwayne Michael Carter Jr.
Okay. Do you like to portray yourself as?
I just answered that and said that I don't like to portray my.
At some point, the lawyer couldn't handle Lil Wayne interrupting him and went off on the rapper. But that soon turned out to be a mistake for him.
You have to wait till I'm done with the question.
I don't have to wait to anything, honestly. I mean, this guy right here may tell me that I have to wait, but personally, I don't have to do nothing.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you like
He can't save you, right? In the real world. That guy right there. He can't save you in the real world.
I tell you what, telling the lawyer that the judge can't save him in the real world was gangster. And you can see that the lawyer quickly realizes that this is not someone to play with.
What does that mean?
I don't have to elaborate.
That's
your next question?
Is that a threat against
no,
us?
Mr. Lawson, can you just ask your next question, please?
He can't save you.
And what does that mean?
I was talking to myself.
Now, this wouldn't be the first time someone would try to bait Lil Wayne.
He ended our interview angrily. Lil Wayne is in the business of...
I mean, let's be honest. How many Lil interviews even exist? Anyway, a backstory to this particular incident. Back in 2016, Lil Wayne dropped by Skip and Shannon's Undisputed and straight up said he has never had to deal with racism.
God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with.
Tunechi doubled down, saying his life is proof that there was no such thing as racism.
I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism. That's what I thought that was.
Now, this was the time NFL star Colin Kaepernick's protest about racism in the United States got him blackballed by the league. So you can guess what came after this. So when he sat down for an interview with ABC News some months later, this was surely going to come up. The interview started off with questions about Wayne's music.
What do you say to people who call your music vulgar, misogynistic, offensive, degrading?
No, if that's what you think about the music, if that's what you categorize it under, then so be it. All those things made me who I am, and I am a very successful man. Please keep looking out for more. It's coming back.
The interviewer immediately got personal with her questions, talking about Wayne's daughter being.
So your daughter, would you have any problem with her being called a or a hoe?
Yeah, if they calling her a hoe, I have a huge problem with that. Yeah, but I've never called a certain female that I name out, unless I got a real big problem with her.
Anyway, it didn't take long for the interviewer to get to the rapper's comments some months back.
There was a lot of backlash from people about that. Would you change it, what you said, or you...
She even tried to bait the rapper with her questions on the Black Lives Matter movement, but the rapper knew what she was doing.
What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea was that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I don't know that you put a name on it. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police for a reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matters, especially to my.
Now, what do you do when it's clear that an interviewer would stop at nothing to bait you into getting canceled? Well, if you are Lil Wayne, you walk out.
Do you separate yourself from it?
I feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy. You connected to this flag, right? Because I'm connected. I'm a gangbanger, man. I'm connected.
He ended our interview angrily.
But doesn't always walk out though. Sometimes he is blunt enough to call out the BS.
What you see from day to day in your life.
Like this time, an interviewer asked if he did band music just because he was from New Orleans.
What's your reaction to Kaepernick's protests?
That's going right back again to this man. It's a man and his decisions, man. Respect the man and his decision. That's all I can do. I have no opinion on it because the things that's, I'm not.
Lil Wayne was clear. He doesn't make that kind of music. He might have grown up in New Orleans, but he doesn't make that kind of music. And he repeatedly told the interviewer off.
To even give an opinion. So when he did it, I really didn't even know what. Somebody had to tell me why he was doing it. That's how much I didn't know what was going on. And I kind of still don't. So somebody had to explain to me, like, yo, he kneeling because of the Black Lives Matter thing and because of, and all that wave or whatever, that whole wave just went by me too fast for me even try to even give an opinion. So I just was like, oh, okay. That's what's happening.
So you're a deep thinker in these issues.
Mm-hmm.
So step back from all of it. I know this is a very broad question, but where are we in the United States of America in race?
You just got told to ask rap questions only, and you still press further? Well, Lil Wayne wasn't playing around. He told the interviewer to his face that he didn't like him and called his crew to walk the man away.
What you see from day to day in your life.
Skip, they wouldn't want to ask me that. They wouldn't want my answer to represent it because God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism, and I'm glad I didn't have to. And I don't know if it's because of my blessing.
50 Cent. Up next, we 50 Cent. Of course, 50 Cent had to be here. 50 stay ready to roast interviewers. Remember when Ebro tried blaming him for the fall of New York hip-hop?
Listen, 50 Cent's here, interview that I've been complaining about.
You've been complaining? Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about you, man. I
thought you were scared to come check me.
No, I was kind of feeling like he was mad at me for some reason. Like, cause he said it was my fault that New York City, all of New York City
fell apart.
Yeah, like I'm like, what is going on there? Like, what is his beef with me? Like,
take responsibility.
50 schooled Ebro that he didn't have a beef with who didn't deserve it. But Ebro doubled down, saying his rise to fame brought some negative energy to hip-hop in New York.
What happened was 50 Cent was our last superstar. I mean, Nicki Minaj is a superstar. I don't want to take nothing away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Was the last.
Why Nicki though? Why nobody else didn't blow up after Nicki? Like she didn't help nobody.
No. But time out.
People always misinterpret what they're actually saying. Like, because I'm the underdog, when I get to the winning slot, I'm not looking back to help people who weren't helping me in the whole time.
50 wasn't about to get all the blame when, according to him, he might have been the biggest thing to happen to New York music.
Okay, now I'm gonna explain something to you and you're gonna see it real clear, right? Even the listeners gonna know I'm right, Ebro, because you tried to say I ruined New York City. I didn't forget that.
No, you ain't supposed to. You're supposed
now
to.
Listen.
That's why you was scared to come up here and talk to me.
Eminem, can you name every member of D12?
No.
Okay. D12, can you name every member of the St. Lunatics?
No.
Okay.
There was a guy that
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Murphy Lee.
I'm gonna tell you why you can't name them. It's because they all had to wait to after the second cycle, of their leader. So Nelly's first album popped, then Nelly's second album popped, and because those albums were hugely successful albums, it took a long time for the record to be over for them to get to the next album. So it was so long that everybody they became the crew with Nelly. It's like D12's the crew with M. G-Unit, the first record came out, boom. I forced the G-Unit album to come out.
True.
Interscope didn't want the G-Unit album. They wanted the next 50 Cent record. He just sold 13 million records.
Right.
So I forced that record to come out. It caused Lloyd Banks to sell 3 million records off of the momentum following right off of that. Buck, 1.8 million records. Then Ye like 800 something thousand because he couldn't even travel. On parole from the house, he did 800,000 pieces. Then you go, Game comes 5 million records. the West Coast hadn't had anything out since Snoop Dogg was like 6-7 years.
Right.
So they supported it in a big way, and you got 5 million records out of that. And then it's like, okay, now we got.
Fast forward to 3 years, and Ebro was still on his BS about 50 Cent being the reason New York music fell off. In 2017, 50 Cent dropped by Hot 97 to promote his new BET show, 50 Central.
It's Hebrew in the Morning, Beautiful Laura Styles, Rosenberg, and 50 Cent. That's touchdown. Back in the main building of Hot 97.
I can't believe it.
How did you feel walking in?
I felt weird. I felt like...
This was the first time in almost a decade that the rapper was in the main building of the show. And in his first interview there in many years, the crew brought up Jay-Z's 444 album.
Were you happy about Jay's last album? Did you like how it sounded?
I thought it was too smart.
Yeah, you said that. You said it was like, it didn't connect.
But here's the question. Why, at Hove's point in his career, why does he need to be consumed by young people?
No,
Like, if they don't like it.
He doesn't need to do... That's where you went wrong. Need.
He doesn't
need it.
He doesn't need to do anything. It's something additional, and it's, for him to get back into his own. You think that goes away? Like, it doesn't go away. The competitive part of the line that he said with the Future line. Why did he say that?
Well, put money to the ear. We don't call money. Call that money.
How your son playing?
No, the other one, your future.
Oh yeah,
Your son playing football with your stepdad in the future, or whatever. That line was.
Why?
I think it was a learn.
50 had his reservations about the album, but his biggest reservation was Ebro's bias towards Jay-Z's subtle shots on the album. He called them out and had time for Ebro in particular, since he has always claimed 50 killed hip-hop.
It was a parental learning
There's no
moment.
reason. There was no reason to do that.
Well, so what was the reason?
It's just the competitive side of hip-hop.
To be in right now.
And he threw the shot, just to throw the shot, because he's going to wait. They're going to respond to this.
It's trolling.
Right. It's like, look, you don't really want to say what it is because of how they perceive Jay. He wants to that booty.
This me?
Jay,
It's trolling.
Could someone please bring us past the Grey Poupon? Where's the caviar? Now, you want to tell us exactly, man, what you see in that face, man. You know what it is.
No, I thought
He'll blame me for New York City hip-hop.
I know, talk about everything.
It is your fault.
He was the program director.
No,
he did not play that music.
No, I supported
This is who
you.
they should be looking
I supported
for.
you.
It always comes back here.
It's your fault. And then you threatened to have me beat up. And I was like, so what? Nigga, it's what it's you for.
Because I'm like, look, how you gonna mess it up and then say I did?
I know you played a party, bro. That's what he's saying.
That's what he did.
He's full of shit.
He go, look, the program that all of the artists that made records during that time span, you mean to tell me they didn't play because my records were good?
No, a lot of them.
They
There
didn't
was a lot.
play
There was
because
actually
the
a lot.
program director.
Ebro was trying to rope 50 into the very reason New York hip-hop declined real bad, but 50 was having none of that.
But you said, look, the New York City hip-hop died. I didn't shoot it.
No,
you did it.
No,
because
you pulled
nobody
it apart.
else can.
You pulled it apart. You had everybody beefing with you. Anybody did a record with Joe or Ja was beefing with you.
No, listen.
And you pulled it apart. At a time when we could have had unity and everybody came, the marquee
we
artists,
could
not the new artists, the marquee artists did not want to work
Check
together.
this out. Listen, look. We could not have had unity at that point. See, because we had real issues going on. Things are different in that time span. So what happens is, because Ja and them was successful first, people had already developed their relationships and had their look, Angie, I would watch her when we interview, and she would be uncomfortable. They played Monopoly together and stuff like that. I knew all of it. Do you understand? Like, I look and I'm like, I like Angie. She never did nothing to me in my career, but I know that they have the relationship, and I'm going, we're cool. Every time we spoke, I look and go, and she loves Jay-Z.
But Ebro aside, 50 Cent is generally not just a fan of interviewers being slick. Like anyone remembers the time he dropped by Complex to promote his new show, For Life. And the show host, Speedy Mormon, was more interested in his beef with French Montana.
For sure. 50, I guess I'll get you out on this. It seems as though it all started with playful banter. It still seems that way to me, but what's up with French? Are you guys cool? Are you not cool?
I don't really have interest in it. Like, that's not...
50 Cent politely curved that question, preferring to stay on topic instead, since he was there for something else. But Speedy Mormon pressed again. This time, asking if 50 recently got violent at French Montana.
There was rumors that you snuffed him in a club in Miami or something. Is there any truth to any of that?
No.
Again, 50 Cent politely answered, but Speedy Mormon, assuming that the rapper could have been violent in the first instance, pissed 50 Cent.
Would I do a thing like that?
I don't know, I wouldn't put it past you.
Why would you think that way? Would you think Will Smith would do that?
I would not
can't
think
believe you would say these things about me.
I'm not saying them about you. The internet said these things.
Would you? I think this guy right here would assault French Montana.
But
this other guy, not me, no. You kidding me?
Okay, word.
You are not about to play a fast one on 50 here, Mormon, Nicki Minaj, Nicki and Joe Budden interview. What could possibly happen?
Nick.
That's what your mother raised you to do? Your mother raised you. Your mother raised, taste of your own motherfucking medicine.
Well, a backstory to Nicki cussing out Joe here was that it all started during the Nicki and Cardi beef. Nicki sub-dissed Cardi on a song they were both on with the Migos, and Joe came for Nicki Minaj. I mean, for a sub-diss, a rapper like Joe would see it right away. Or maybe he was imagining things because Nicki Minaj immediately put out some tweets putting Joe on a blast for pitting two female rappers against each other before explaining her side of the story. And Joe still clowned her for it.
Nicki,
You had to do it.
Nicki,
Go ahead.
Just shut the fuck up. Just stop. Who the fuck believes that? Nicki, your brand is huge and you're a fucking huge superstar brand-wise, but you need that record and you need that look. You do. So what you was gonna say, no? Of course you were clearing it. And if you weren't gonna clear it, if you were not gonna clear it, then when were you putting your Uzi record out? The record that Uzi did that your desperate ass hopped on immediately without being requested to be there and then sent to Atlantic for them to clear as they're trying to break their brand new Woman Act.
A year later, when Joe was still running his mouth about Nicki, this time even telling the world that Nicki was on drugs.
While you do that, let's all try to guess the drugs that Nicki Minaj is on.
I would like to know. She might be the plug.
We've all done a lot of drugs, so we can get to the bottom of this pretty quickly.
Somebody should watch her usage.
And who's filming her while usage is happening.
Yeah, you shouldn't film yourself high.
Nicki Minaj is 100%.
Now, from a former rapper to a rapper, this was a one-sided attack at this point. At least, that was what it was until Nicki Minaj invited Joe to her radio.
It's fine.
What the fuck you won't do is disrespect me like I'm stupid. Because you know how intelligent and powerful I am, like you said, right? I'm so powerful, right, Joe?
Or because my mother raised me properly.
Oh, so your mother raised you to accuse people of being on drugs when you've never met them a day in your life?
I've never met you.
When last time you saw me?
Have I never met you is what I asked you.
When was the last time you saw
met
me?
You is what I asked you.
When we was recording in Web Studio?
Oh, what do you know? I met you. Holy shit.
Oh, so your mother trained you to accuse people of being on a drug after you met them one time and never saw them for 10 more years?
So you haven't been on drugs.
The BT cipher.
You haven't been on drugs.
That's what your mother raised you to do?
Okay.
That's what
Joe tried to deflect like he hadn't been running his mouth all year, but Nicki had receipts, energy, and attitude for Joe.
Nick.
That's what your mother raised you to do? Your mother raised you. Your mother raised, taste of your own motherfucking medicine, motherfucker.
Well, this is why
you like talking about people and not having nobody responding.
It's much more fun. It's much more fun.
When they can't respond. And when you like tearing down women when they can't defend themselves. You like tearing down women when you can try to end their career because low-key you jealous of their success.
Now, Joe thought he could get her back when she came to his podcast, but nah. Nicki bodied the whole interview like it was a feature verse.
Get out before we get to the good stuff.
All right, let me be honest. I think that you are
Jealous of you.
a big baby. I don't know if you are an only child or a middle child. I don't know what it is, but I think you are a big baby. I think you never like to be wrong, and I think whenever somebody calls you out on your shit, you have a temper tantrum. We've seen you have so many temper tantrums, Joe, and it's the truth. And people put up with your shit because you are a great rapper.
Not even Joe's best attempt at dismissing Nicki's reality could work here.
You ever been bullied have you ever been bullied for 12 years straight?
Nicki Minaj, you did not get bullied for 12 years straight.
FYB J Mane. Next up, FYB J Mane. And the time, Adam 22 tried to instigate something, but J Mane wasn't about to let him profit off any negativity.
For that Ant Glizzy interview, they said that Ant Glizzy was kind of like punked you out and shit.
Honestly, he spun you.
He did.
He was walking on your ass.
What he was doing, bro?
He was just a little too smart, a little too funny, a little too well thought out. That it's just like, I mean, if a conversation is a chess match, he just kind of, I don't know. It's like, I've never seen you do battle like that so much.
I never even heard him say that.
Like me and you is like friendly banter.
Yeah.
So it's not like, there's not like a winner or a loser. But with him and Ant Glizzy, it kind of felt like, oh shit, he just.
Back in 2024, FYB J Mane had an interview with Ant Glizzy that went viral. And Adam 22's takeaway from it was just how Ant Glizzy punked and walked on J Mane's ass. Well, J Mane straight up told Adam 22 that was his opinion because he was the better person in the interview.
Well, put it like this. That's your opinion. Because I heard another opinion too. A motherfucker say, J Mane, do you know how many people in the streets walk up to me and shake my hand from that interview? Man, I love how you handle Ant Glizzy, J Mane. Perfect. You're getting better. You're getting way smarter, J Mane. You're getting way smarter. Do your homework, Adam.
J Mane was smart enough not to bite Adam 22's bait, letting him know he wasn't going to be baited into doing something stupid and violent for the internet.
The kids wanted to hear that. The kids, let me break this shit down to you, because we grown ass men bullshit, like I told them.
But this is the thing, is that when Ant Glizzy says that to you, you need to be able to say something back that is able to do battle with that kind of statement, you know, like, or else his awful, toxic, evil fucking energy is gonna win. And I'm not saying that that's the easiest thing, because it's obviously easier to go low. If you had responded and said, hey, Ant Glizzy, you don't know how many bodies FYB dropped over the years, or some shit like that.
No, put it like this.
I'm saying, these fuckers over.
No. You don't say that, J Mane. That's why the other motherfuckers called me and said, J Mane, great way. You handled that great. Do you understand?
You're saying that was an opportunity for you to show your growth.
Is y'all fucking stupid? I'm pushing a piece. They wanted me to kill Ant Glizzy when he passed me that gun. Let's just start there. They wanted me to crash out. Nigga, do your homework on. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy when a nigga
I can speak facts.
handing you the blick, right?
That's like Dirk in India.
I'm too smart for this shit, bro.
Here, take this.
The rapper told Adam 22 he wasn't about to be cornered into feeding off some negativity for clicks, especially when all that negativity is going to lead to his death. J Mane straight up told Adam that he is too damn old to be running his platform like that.
That was the perfect way that you handled that situation, bro. Why would I feed into the negative shit so the kids would be like, damn, nah, that's not what we own. Why the fuck would I speak into that? Even if that was the case, gang. That's not what we preaching to the kids, bro. What the fuck is y'all understanding, man?
But he's an outsider.
Did y'all not just see me at the fucking cemetery? Do y'all homework on Burr Oaks? Do y'all homework on niggas getting into it over these blocks, bro? On Fordham Gray, going to the same cemetery. What the fuck is y'all talking about, bro? Do it make sense? Do this shit really make sense, Adam? Motherfuckers going back and forth, ending up at the same cemetery. Let's just start there. Think about it. Wake the fuck up. And you too damn old, Adam, to be running this platform like this.
Like what? I'm telling you the real analysis of how that conversation went.
No, that's cap, bro. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you the real, bro.
But people see through the whole...
Tony Yayo. And back to Vlad. Because of course, Vlad gon' Vlad.
Oh man, I love Vlad.
That was the same.
A lot of threats lately though. A lot of people on your ass.
What do you mean? Who's on my ass right now?
I see you got new security though. I like you got the suit on. Y'all better be careful.
Starting the interview, Yayo called Vlad out for the BTB Savage interview. In case you don't know, BTB Savage came on the show just after surviving a home invasion and boasted about killing one of them on the show. Unfortunately, just 4 days after his interview, he was shot dead. So Tony Yayo checked Vlad about it. Anyway, the two got talking about violent beef in the industry when Vlad tried to drag Yayo into his beef with Troy Ave.
I've been saying this. Troy's a chump and he got his man killed. Flat out. Flat out. And I'll say it. I'll say it. Because Troy had been pushing the line on people for months before that shit happened. For months before that shit happened. Remember the dude, I Love McConan? The gay rapper that was signed to OVO?
Yeah, McConan, yeah,
up on a Tuesday?
I remember he got pulled off the stage. Yeah, I remember that.
By Banger. On behalf of Troy Ave. He got beat up on stage while performing with Ray Shremmerd because he had made a comment that he didn't like Troy Ave freestyling on his beat. And Troy Ave was like, oh, you come to New York, we're going to see you.
That Tuesday dude was like, he was cool. He was like, no, wasn't that too. He wasn't like no gangster or nothing.
Exactly.
He just was like,
a journalist who wrote a negative review of Troy Ave got beat up. Okay?
But let's edit Troy Ave.
I want to know. Listen, I'm going to say what I
me. I don't want to be.
Some minutes later, Vlad mentioned YSL and YFN beef and tried dragging Yayo into it. But the rapper was way too smart for that.
YSL, well, the YFN dudes, allegedly, the YFN dudes hog-tied one of the YSL guys.
Yeah, he was hog-tied.
Right.
Yeah.
But remember, YFN Lucci was like, I think he was stabbed or they tried to stab him. Like there's all types of wars that are going on right now.
I said, man, I stay out of people's beefs. It's a terrible beef because, you know, that beef kind of makes shit hot. So, you know, free Thugger, you know what I mean, and free YFN.
Now, trying to bait Yayo into getting involved in other people's problems didn't work. So Vlad starts to talk about E40 getting kicked out of a Sacramento Kings game.
We were talking about sports. E40 just got kicked out of the Kings game. Did you see that?
I mean, shout to E40, he a legend, but
that's my man. Like, I was shocked.
What do you expect? He wasn't at Golden State Stadium. He was away.
No, he was in Sacramento.
So that's how I looked at that. I'm like, he's arguing with Sacramento fans. Of course, they ganged up on him. You know, they said it was a white lady, so but I ain't gonna get into the racial thing again.
It's a Karen thing.
But you gotta think, to me, it was just forget the race thing when it comes to sports. People go crazy over sports anyway. I don't give a fuck what color you are, right?
Yayo had a lot to say, and having a lot to say was perfect for Vlad because he soon mentioned 50 Cent.
Back and forth, and shout to E40. He's like a super icon, legend of the Bay.
Right.
If they had a face of the Bay, you know him
Too
Mac
Short.
Dre.
Yeah, Mac Dre.
Short.
Yep.
Like, I know my hip hop. Like, there would be, the Bay would be theirs, and as well as more artists. But I know Mac Dre, E40, Too Short, and a couple of more artists, right? Well, there's more, way more. But he's such an icon that it's gonna make big news.
Yeah.
And and quite sure, them people in Sacramento knew he was. 50 was at the game too.
Oh, he was there.
50 was there on the floor. You know, he got his liquor there.
Okay.
In Sacramento Stadium. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
The Branson and the LaShem. And my man El Dorado was there. So I'm watching the game. I see them. I see E40. But, you know, 50's, I guess he's on Sacramento's side.
Now, Yayo brought up 50, not Vlad. So Vlad tried to play a fast one on him, trying to talk about Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
You talked about the Timberwolves. Wasn't there like a back and forth between Ja Rule and 50 Cent over like the whole Timberwolves?
Yeah, 50 said, I think they was cursed or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But he wasn't just asking random questions about Ja Rule and 50. He was talking about the beef and trying to bait Yayo into saying something he can't take back.
If Ja Rule came forward and publicly said, listen, I want to apologize to 50 Cent and G-Unit over X, Y, and Z. I was young. You know, I mean, we were all wild. I want to, you know, we all have kids now. I want to put it behind us.
I'm just going to take it back to the first. Shut the fuck up with that shit. We're going to take it back. Shut the fuck up with that shit, Vlad, please.
Okay, fine. I tried.
Vlad always thinks he's slick, but Yayo showed him that loyalty runs deeper than clicks. When it came to that Ja Rule question, Yayo wasn't interested, and to even ask it was just mad disrespectful. I guess he thought rappers are just chains and beats. Well, he and the rest of the disrespectful interviewers had better understand that these rappers are also bars and brains. These rappers are 10 steps ahead, and if you come at them disrespectfully, best believe you're the one about to get embarrassed. So, which rapper had the best clapback? Which one handled it best? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and stick around. Cause trust me, the next video, even messier.